Hey guys, so I'm trying out a new palette today for our palette of the day. It's Okalan 16 color eyeshadow palette. And this is what she looks like. We got this in the Bijou Beauty box. There is no mirror. And look at that. Ugh. Like, I know I stuck my fingers on it because it's me. And I got to. I can't wait to get into this and just play. I did put eyeshadow primer on because I remembered. And I'm just going to go in with a neutral base just to make sure everything is nice and dry on my eyes. It's actually really pretty. I just used this one right here. It's just a really light, beautiful, maybe a pinky purple, pinky lavender, pinky something. So let me tell you guys a little story. Story time with Candy while she makes the loudest eye color that she can possibly do. Because that's how she rolls, people. So, so I have been really sick lately. Like, really, really sick. Fallout. Little fallout. Oh, maybe I should have tapped it. I've never used this brand, Okalan. It's Okalan. Okalan? I don't know. So, I've been really, really sick, and I called my doctor on Friday while I was working and spoke to the nurse. Oh, shit. I fucked that up. And told her, what I've been feeling, like my lungs were acting up, and I had a runny nose, and I had eye boogers, and like I haven't got eye boogers since I was a child, so that was just weird. And with everything going on, you can't be too careful. You just can't, especially because I do have lung problems. So she told me that she asked a bunch of questions and told me that I meet the criteria and I need to go to this urgent care that was doing testing. So I'm freaking out because for me it wouldn't be a good thing. My nose, I just look, I just messed up this whole eye. It looks like someone punched me in the eye. So, I went in, and when you go in, what happens is you go up to the desk like you normally would, right? And they ask you a bunch of questions like you would expect. Same questions pretty much that the nurse asked me. And then they get your phone number. This is how they do it here. I don't know how they're doing it anywhere else. They get your phone number of the phone you have on you right now. I'm really sorry. My nose is really bad. And they give you the option that you can either wait inside because at that time there wasn't a lot of people, or you can wait in your car. It wasn't that cold out, so I'm like, I'm gonna wait in the car, you know? So then the next step is another nurse calls you and asks you more questions to see if you need to be tested. So I go out in the car and I'm waiting. And I get another, I'm waiting for about 20 minutes, half hour. And then the other nurse calls me and asks me a bunch of the same questions. Pretty much almost all the same questions. I don't know if it's just to see if your answers have changed or what. I'm not sure, but so your question like 3 times, and it's pretty much. I mean, they're worded a little different, but they're pretty much the same questions. Um, so I did that. Oh shit, that's hell of a fallout. But I wanted to see how this yellow is. It's pretty. The yellow is not. I have big chunks flying at me. I'll show you my face when I'm done playing. So, anyways, so then she says, "Okay, I want you to come in, and I'll call you right back." So I went in, and they did call me back right away. I wasn't waiting too long, which is nice because you know who wants to wait a whole lot longer when they're sick. Oh shit, I put that too high up. Um, Not me, not anyone, you know, nobody wants to wait around. Um, so you go in the room and, you know, they do your vitals and all that fun stuff as normal. Um, Let me show you a close up of this fallout. So this one you really need to just bang on to get that excess off. But now I got it on my nose because I had it on my finger. So anyways, you go and you do all that stuff. And oh, that's pretty. That shimmer's pretty. I got it in my eye. So you go in and you answer all of the questions, and then they do the swab, and the swab they did on me was a throat swab. So they did the throat swab on me and not the nasal, which I am not 100% sure what is better or not better. And then they give you, the doctor comes in and she does her thing, and I just really wanted to play with a lot of the colors in here, so let me show you. It's pretty. There is quite a bit of fallout, but it's not bad. I would definitely play around with this more. So anyways, so the doctor comes in and you know, asks more questions and does her thing, checks my lungs, says your lungs are bad. Okay, I know they're bad because I'm having a hard time breathing. And then she's like, okay, well, I want you should get your results in 24 hours. So tomorrow you'll hear something. I'm like, okay. So by this time I'm so weak, and my throat is just on fire, and I can hardly get in the damn house. So I'm like freaking out inside because this would not be a good thing for me. I mean, it's not good for anyone, but it's really not good for me. So I'm freaking out inside, and a Saturday I'm in Rhonda's live, and I didn't tell a whole lot of people, and they they sent me the email and said you're negative, but this has not been approved by the FDA. Whatever lab they're using or whatever test they're using has not been approved by the FDA, and the accuracy is not 100%. Okay, that does not make you feel better at all. But I'm like, negative, yes, yes, yes. I'm doing my happy dance, and then, of course, giving myself an asthma attack because, I'm that smart of a person. So, that has been the big thing. Oh, and then she calls me and she says, well, I think you have an infection in your lungs. Well, I pretty much figured that because I was really having a hard time breathing. And like now, just from talking, my throat is getting all hoarse. So that was horrible. It was a horrible thing to do. I mean, the process itself isn't horrible, but just the thought of having that, the big one, it scares me to death, and I don't even really leave the house that much. But I just felt so bad so fast, and I think it was an accumulation of everything, just bam, 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 bam. It just kicked my ass all at once, like just obliterated me. It was horrible. So, yeah, that was my excitement and my journey of taking my test. So, if you have to, just be aware that I think most places are doing it this way. I live in Illinois. And we've been hit really hard in this state because people are idiots and they think they need to gather together. Whatever. So just be really careful and take care of yourselves and watch for any symptoms, and don't feel bad if you need to go get tested, because it's always better to be safe than sorry. So I didn't do a great review on this palette of the day, but it was fun to play with. So the Okalan 16 color eyeshadow palette, one more time, Okalan, I don't know, I'm saying it wrong. But this was in the bijou box. It's beautiful. So just be careful, guys. Be careful out there. And if you feel some certain way, get yourself checked, because you don't know and you're not going to know. So please, 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 please take care of yourself, because you're the only one who's going to, when at the end of the day, it's you. So take care of yourself. I love you guys so much. And like and subscribe and share and wash your ass.